it affect my skill? I truly believe that art and creativity are basically the same thing. I mean, creativity can be used in many different ways, like in work or just finding a different way to do something. But I still think it's art in its own sense. Like, some guy can walk one way and some guy can walk the other. That being artistic is weird, I would say. It's some way poetic if you look deep enough. But yeah, I've been doing art since I was 7 years old. I was drawing back then, I was writing, and I did a lot of videos with my friends and stuff like that. We go through a lot of contests and try to compete to see who can make the best video or the best or the funniest scene in a movie and stuff like that. It was pretty fun, and I think that's what started me off. But for a minute I had to stop doing a lot of artwork because I was just busy. Either that, it just wasn't in my main focus. It was my main focus at the moment, so I just stopped until, let's say, almost 3 years ago. I joined this program I'm in now. It's animation, and after that I just took off from there. I had one of my group animations put into a contest, and I won second place in the Cine Youth movie. I was almost in the movie festival because of the contest, but second place. So yeah. Other than that, I just continue doing animation, of course. My drive in order to create new things is kind of what kept me in art and all that stuff. Let's see. I feel that truly being in art means that you are able to either make something move or to move hearts themselves. Yeah.
He looks so terrified. He looks so terrified. You see puzzles?
Like, to me, it's something, I've done my entire life, and that's the only thing in my life that I can honestly see myself doing. And that's for the reason is I think it's like emotional, and it has an emotional and this passion and this ambition. It's like no one in the art industry I've met so far has had none of those things. And it's just beautiful to see so many people just love what they do. And that's what I think art is. Art is just, it's like a study of the world in different ways. Like, you see the world and you take a picture of it, you draw it, you paint it, you make a song about it. It's like you just take something and make it something beautiful. It's your perspective of the world in a small way. And I don't know. Art kinda is what I've done my entire life just because that's the only place I would want to be. Who wouldn't want to be able to create something so special? And that's what I think every artist does. It creates something that was never there before, and it takes it and makes it something new. Every new art piece, every song, every beat, every drawing, every painting, every video, every movie, everything has been taken and made into something special by somebody, and that's what I love about it, and that's why I tend to do it every day of my life.
A used Hulk t-shirt with 5 holes in them. Why would you not want that? Just lighten up the scene. But you manipulate that, you make scenes dark, you make them instantly creepy for no really logical reason. But it works. People like to do it, I guess. People think dark is creepy, so you manipulate that. You don't have to create an argument for it. Like, seriously, I mean, I know it's all a joke, but it's... What is art, and how do I use it? How do I use creativity in my everyday life to create movies? The interesting aspect about art is that it's totally unique among every other ways of making an argument. Traditionally, in courts of laws, in science and mathematics, formulating an argument is very clinical, very strict. You can't base it off of like bias or like sole observation. With art, it's a little different. Where in science or something like that, you'd have to make a claim and back it up with evidence. It sort of it wants to sort of dissuade anyone from like following their human passions or following just their mere observation. It's trying to sort of say how people are flawed and how what they observe is not always correct, which is completely and totally true. But art is sort of that unique aspect of human life that focuses solely on what people think, what people see just based on their everyday observations, and like manipulating that. For example, in film, if I were to film something from a low angle, it would almost imply dominance. Most viewers would say it would see that as dominance. If you look that up in a court of law or science or mathematics or whatever of those other subjects, you'd have trouble coming to that claim. You can't prove it. You can't prove that that thing is dominant, but the human eye still sees it that way, and art uses those techniques to manipulate it. Dutch angle lens, putting things at like an angle, is sort of obscure. It's freaky, but in any other sense, it's just something turned on its side. But we see it differently, and being an artist and being a filmmaker, it's your duty. It's your job to manipulate this. It's your job to dig deep into the human soul, dig deep into the emotions of people, dig deep into these like base feelings to create an argument. And I think that's really fascinating.